Welcome back to A Girl in a Panda Suit. Today we are going to be talking about Star Trek Picard Season 1, Episode 2 that came out just this past Thursday. It's now Sunday. Hoping to get this up today. We'll see how that goes. I apologize for the delay. It's really hard to get these things out in a timely manner because I work so much. It's hard to time manage when you have such little time after work to do anything, including all of your life. Like the other day, I decided that I wasn't going to sleep just so I could do all of the dishes in the house. It's so time consuming. I apologize. I just apologize. But it's long hours. I have multiple side projects, including this. So it's just hard to get it all done. The delay this weekend, I actually went to get my G1, the written driving test, because I'm almost 30 and I have never had a driver's license. I live in a big city. I've never had to drive anywhere. It's just not necessary. But I think it's becoming increasingly necessary for my job and the jobs I'd like to have going forward. So, gotta get that done. Went to do that this weekend. I passed, so we're good. And then I bought myself some celebratory Minecraft Legos. So, maybe I'll do a video about that later this week if I can find the time. But today we're talking about Star Trek Picard, Season 1, Episode 2. I really liked it. I really like how it got more into the conspiracy. It jumped right in. I'm kind of glad, even though they are leaving it suspenseful and, not telling us everything, I feel like it could have been dragged on a lot more, but it's not being, so that's great. The Tal Shiar, shit. I wasn't expecting that. I guess I should have expected something like that, but I feel like the plot didn't really move forward that much, except that they did introduce more of the conspiracy and more about Picard. I guess he did make a call to get a ship, so hopefully next episode it really takes off with the action of what Picard's gonna do. I'm really happy with this series so far. I keep saying this, but honest to God, Picard is exactly what I was hoping for. I really missed that kind of Star Trek, and even though Starfleet's not being honorable right now, like Jean-Luc is, because he's the most honorable man in the world, and I just really miss that, and I'm so happy that it's back. I'm just so happy. I have nothing. I don't think I'm going to have anything bad to say with this because my happiness just overrides everything. So, all I have to do is show me Jean-Luc's face and I'm like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. I was right. Obviously, that's a Borg cube. They're saying that it's deactivated, but I bet you that's not going to turn out very well in the end. I mean, the Borg are terrifying. I constantly tell people my biggest fear in the world is becoming a cyborg, which is true. That is I think my number one biggest fear. I think that's reasonable. I'm putting this on the record right now. I never, ever want to be a cyborg. I like the conspiracy of a secret faction of things. Everything about it. Oh, and it was crazy at the beginning when they show the android in the spaceship. That was crazy because he killed everyone in that room and then he freaking killed himself. An android killed himself. That's some sort of crazy self-awareness right there. I thought that was very telling. That has to be coming back. That was a very intense moment, and I think that was a very telling moment, and I certainly hope that they address that sometime in the future. I like androids. It's so funny because I'm afraid to be a cyborg, but I really like androids. I miss Data. This just makes me miss Data. Talking about any androids, seeing any androids. I just want Data to come back. Oh, and they did kind of talk about how again, they kind of talked about how it might be possible to get Data back, so he better come back. They just need one positronic neuron or something. Just one. Can't wait for Seven to come back. I have a feeling that it'll be he's gonna get his ship and he's gonna recruit a couple of the old faves. I'm just looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to literally everything. And you know what kind of bothers me, and it's so random and weird, but I've just noticed, I know that they haven't actually been on a ship yet, Picard doesn't have a ship or whatever, and no one's taking captain's logs and stuff like that, but no one said what the star date is yet. I guess because in the Next Generation it was very episodic in terms of what was going on. Obviously there's overarching themes for seasons and stuff, but it was very much they meet a new species this episode and this happens kind of situation. Sometimes there was double up episodes, but it's very episodic in that sense. Where this I mean, we're only 2 episodes in, so this is obviously not like that yet, if it's going to be at all. And I feel like they're not really setting it up to be like that at all, which is something that I said I didn't like about Discovery. So we'll see how that goes for Picard. I mean, we're not far enough in yet, I guess, to really say, but it does seem like they're kind of doing the Discovery thing where there's like just one big plot line, kind of like a movie, but spread out over like a series. I mean, maybe when they're on the ship, it'll be, no, I mean, it's not going to be different. See, that's the thing, too. So I feel like the episodic stuff, you could have seasons running for, like, ever because you could just continue to make new species and new, like, encounters and stuff like that. But with a conspiracy like this, it's, like, finite. Like, what's going to happen after? That kind of bums me out. I feel like, if anything, there might only just be, like, a few seasons and then, yeah. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. For now, I'm liking it. I'm into the conspiracy. I'm always into a conspiracy, especially when it's Jean-Luc Picard figuring it out. I'm not really sure what else to say. I'm just looking forward to it. I just want Data to be back. I want Riker to be back. I want Seven to be back. And I want to know more about the conspiracies, and I want to know more about what's going to happen with this Borg cube. I'm looking forward to, like, a uniting of, like, the Federation and all the species that are in there and the Romulans. I'm happy that they brought that up. It does lead to like more questions and stuff, and I'm looking forward to, like, in the end, Picard uniting the Romulans and the rest of the Federation. That's it. That's all I want. I just want the socialist utopia that I miss. Come here, Dax. I guess every video we need to have a Dax moment where she comes and interrupts. Her name is Jadzia Dax. She's a science officer, but she's not very good. She wants to be a security officer, but we already have a security officer. I love you so much. Look how freaking cute she is. She's like ready to fall asleep. Well, I think that's all for today's video. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe somewhere down there if you want to. If you want to be reminded of when I'm going to post new videos, hit that little bell icon. And and I guess just live long and prosper or something.